Hey everybody, this is Jamie from Red Raccoon Games in Bloomington, Illinois. One of the things we found out recently, we have so many people that are joining the tabletop games hobby that don't understand all the terms that we use on a regular basis. We like to do a lot of live videos for the store, and people have said, we don't know what you're talking about all the time. So we did a survey on our Facebook page, and we've done it in a few of the Facebook board game groups to find out what terms people wish that they had known when they started off playing tabletop games. Today we're going to launch a new series, and we're literally just going to call it Tabletop Terms. And the first term we're going to identify is going to seem so basic, but if you remember back to when you started playing tabletop games, you might not have known that. And the very first term is Meeple. And we did a little history checking just to make sure we were correct, but the very first instance of a Meeple ever showing up was actually in the game Carcassonne. It was created in Germany, and as part of the testing, they kept referring to, while they were playing it, they kept saying the phrase, "my people," over and over and over again, and it eventually got shortened into Meeple. And as you can see from the back of the box, Meeple is kind of an iconic shape, and you see it showing up everywhere now. It's so iconic in our industry that we've got things like, we've got Meeple dice, we've got Meeple cookie cutters, right? There are people with Meeple hats and Meeple t-shirts. There are stores that are named Meeples, like Meeple Games, which is up in Montana, owned by some friends of mine. And Meeples have evolved as we've gone along too. Now we've differed away from that iconic shape a little bit, and now we start to see, Meeples with swords. This one happens to be from the board game Clank. We've got Scottish Meeples, and so we start seeing Meeples that have screen printing on them. And Meeples are now coming in every shape and size. One of the things that we really think is fun is the game series Tiny Epic actually has Meeples that come with accessories. So you've got Meeples riding motorcycles or Meeples carrying baseball bats in the case of Tiny Epic Zombies. So that's the first definition we've got, is the term Meeple comes from the original board game Carcassonne. And if you enjoy this, you think this is a good idea, in the comments, please post what other terms you think we should be focusing on. We've got a whole bunch of things we want to do in the future, and we're going to define game mechanics. We're going to define things that you see in games as accessories, things that we all take for granted, people who have been in the industry for a long time. What was confusing to you when you first started getting into tabletop games? Let us know, and hopefully this is helpful, and we'll see you again soon.